McGraw-Hill Professional presents The Execution Factor, the one skill that drives success. Written by Kim Perell. Narrated by Crowe. A note from the author.
Dear friend, when I started my first company 15 years ago, I was broke, unemployed, and trying to convince anyone to lend me money was an uphill battle. Thankfully, my 80-year-old grandmother made a bet on me. My goal is to pay her generosity forward by investing in entrepreneurs who need someone to believe in them. And I believe in you. I am so confident that if you master execution, you will increase your chances of success that I have created the Execution Factor Fund to help you and other entrepreneurs turn your dreams into reality. The Execution Factor Fund will provide seed stage funding and execution-led startups, providing early financing to entrepreneurs and connecting them with industry experts. I am so grateful for the success I have had. I am personally providing the first $1 million to the fund. Plus, I am contributing 100% of the royalties from this book. Are you ready to execute your vision and turn your dream into reality? Then apply to the Execution Factor Fund. For more information on the Execution Factor Fund and how to apply, please visit kimperell.com. Let's get started together.
Chapter 1. Hitting Rock Bottom. The Truth About Success. I've been broke twice in my life. The first time was August 1st, 1998. Okay, I wasn't totally broke. I had exactly $366.42 to my name. That was the amount listed on the balance sheet I showed my parents as part of a presentation to ask them for a loan before starting my senior year at college. Yes, a presentation. I couldn't just ask my parents for money. Everything in our family had to be worked for. If I ever complained to my dad about a long day at a job, he'd say, 8 hours? That's half a day. Those words weren't meant to be negative. They were meant to be motivating, and I took them that way. Growing up, if we didn't have and couldn't earn what we needed, we looked for other ways to solve problems, usually around the same kitchen table I was using to make my loan presentation. While other families talked about sports, school, or politics at the dinner table, our conversations revolved around the ups and downs of business, often from very different perspectives. My parents were both entrepreneurs, but they were cut from very different entrepreneurial cloth. My mother is all heart. She built a consulting business working within companies on their vision and values. They hired her to help them with team building and to understand how to put people before profits. While she has been relentless in her pursuit of business, constantly reinventing her work, even pivoting to take on new kinds of companies as clients, my mom's career has for the most part been and remained stable. My father? He's the complete opposite. He's a vision guy, a serial entrepreneur who sees opportunity everywhere. He has a degree in engineering from Columbia University, but he has never looked for an engineering job. When my parents arrived in Portland, Oregon over 40 years ago, he had another vision. Or should I say, many. Sometimes too many. First, he pursued his vision for a self-service auto repair garage where people could rent tools and space to fix their own cars. Then, when the market for that failed to appear, he took an offer to help fix a roofing plant and ended up creating a machine to make roof tiles. When the housing market bottomed out, he shut down the tile business and he made deals with the banks to take over foreclosed homes for pennies on the dollar, refurbish them, and flip them. After that, he started a restaurant, a bar, and got into the elder care business. Most people probably would have given up the entrepreneurial life if they had faced bankruptcy as many times as my dad had. But not my dad. He never gave up. He was always working towards something, and he never stopped believing that success was always waiting for him, just around the corner. And many times it was. As a result, there were times we had more than we needed, and times we had almost nothing, when anything that wasn't absolutely necessary was a luxury, like heat. One winter, our house was so cold that we layered up until our arms stuck out like gingerbread men.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?